I mean,
Yeah.
that 9 doesn't look very
Okay. week week 10 MNP Cup, Wolf Creek.
nice. Sorry, Grey Wolf.
Great Wolf.
Grey Wolf Golf
Grey
Course.
Wolf. So last week of the 10-week season,
Yeah, top 32
top
qualify for
30,
playoffs.
right?
Match play playoffs.
Going into the round, I am currently sitting at 36.
Yes.
So I'm 4 spots out of a playoff.
And I'm comfortably in at 16th.
I need a big round.
Yeah, and points are tripled from what they were for most of the season.
So this is a big round for the Alvinator, just to get into the match play.
If you score
playoffs.
high, you'll have a chance.
If I can get around this course decently, we'll see how it plays out. But just before we get into that, we had our first outdoor range session today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not planned either, because I just went there after work because I was like, well, we got nothing else going on. You know, the range session's open. I want to see some ball flight outside.
Yep.
And then I seen that you strolled up probably about 20 minutes, half an hour after I got there.
I had a plan that I was going today because I got my tags and everything for membership, my range pass, and I knew, because I wasn't going to the gym today, I knew that when I got home from work, I was going to pick the clubs up, go down, and hit a large bucket of balls. So I did that today.
Man, did it feel nice.
Oh my God, it was, dude. I got to try and keep like my emotions in check here, because I was like a kid in a candy store at the golf course, like at the range today, and just giggling like a little schoolgirl, because it's time. Like, we're here as of recording this podcast.
We're a week away from our
course opening, and
the par 3 opened last week.
Desert Bloom
opened yesterday. Bow Island opened yesterday to members. This Friday to public. Right. Red Cliff opened today.
So it's getting going, and I'm really excited to see if the work that I put in over the winter, whether it be sim golf, gym, translates to the golf course. But what I saw at the range today, there was a lot of positives.
Yeah, man.
It was nothing I did today was stressful when it came to the swing. Ball flights were good. A little bit of a fade on when I get the 7-iron and my hybrids. I've got a little bit of a fade from left to right.
But if you know it's there,
I think I can play that. Everything else was coming out, and yardage. Wind was in our face at the range.
Yeah.
And
no flags to really tell distance, but I mean we've been on that range enough times to kind of know.
I was hitting my clubs some impressive distances for me.
Well,
from what I saw.
That's the gym work, right?
You bet.
The gym work will pay off, and as the summer goes along and the ball gets more compressible, as it gets hotter, and you continue going to the gym, that distance will reach an area where you'll kind of reach your max out, whatever it might be.
You're correct.
But I mean, you're going to see increased distances, and for the first little bit while you're playing with those, you're going to have to kind of reconfigure your bag a little bit to figure out what you need, right?
Because I have little sheets in my scorecard holder with my yardage, with my carry yardages on it. That's probably going to have to change a little bit once we get into the season here. But I'm just really excited to actually go play 9 next Wednesday after work.
Dude, I'm so fucking pumped.
And I mean, the course doesn't look great; it's still a little brown. The greens look good though.
The greens look pretty nice.
Greens look pretty good.
They just took the tarps off today.
Yeah, I saw that.
They untarped them. They look good. They might go back on for Friday because it's tomorrow's supposed to be 20.
Right.
And then it's supposed to drop to like 2 on Friday.
Wow.
Typical spring weather, right?
Typical southern Alberta spring weather.
Like, I don't remember last year what time they opened, but I want to say it was later in April.
I agree. It was in April.
Yeah, because I think we're going to be a few weeks ahead of where we were last year.
Yeah.
For opening-wise, right? So, I mean, you'll be getting out to the golf course a little more than me because I have a busy schedule here over the next month where we got a lot of tournaments because we're coming to an end. We got 5 weeks left 6 weeks left in our season. And 5 of those weeks we'll be playing volleyball. So, I mean, you're going to be out on the weekends and I'm going to be just trying to get my range sessions in when I can, when I'm around, and playing occasionally during the week. And
I'd be lying if I say I'm going to miss you early in the season.
Well, I mean, it allows you to get your stuff in, right? And
get some work in. I just want to get going. We have so much stuff coming up when it comes to golf and what we're doing in golf, but we'll talk about that later. in another episode maybe. But like,
really enjoyable session today.
It was a good session today. It was really nice to get outside and see some ball flight, and so stoked to get this going.
Oh man,
2025 is going to be a fantastic season.
Man, we got some lofty goals, and I mean, we'll see if we can attain them, and see what happens as we go along. I see you got your ball marker out. I got you.
Yeah, you bet. Of course.
It's hanging out over there.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty nice.
No. Well, that looked pretty retarded.
There you go.
From the Mexico trip.
Yep, from the Mexico trip, the PGA Riviera Maya.
So.
Yeah, so we played Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf was our final week 10, and like Alvin said earlier, he needed a big week to get into the playoffs.
Just to have a chance of getting into the playoffs, because obviously I think I had to climb over 4 guys to get to that 32nd spot.
Yes.
So a really good round was needed.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I had looked at the course on an app, so I could have a look around and of yardages and blah blah blah. And before I even went down there, I had it in my head that I could score good, I could score well on this course.
I don't think this course is not as difficult as Shinnecock, in my opinion. Or
I agree.
Or DPD Sawgrass. I thought DPD Sawgrass was a much more difficult course. I mean, for me, I literally just got back from Mexico.
So yeah,
let's
preface this round with Chris came back from Mexico using somebody else's clubs and hadn't swung his clubs prior to us
2 weeks
prior to us going down to play this final week 10 round. So let's preface the round with that, just so
yeah, and then the entertainment factor.
So
how did we do? How did you do, Alvin?
So starting off, hole number 1, par 4, par 4, 382. I bogeyed it. So for me, decent start. I'll take it.
Yep.
Hole number 2, par 4, par. Hole number 3, par 5, par. Hole number 4, par 4, par. Hole number 5, par 5, par. So I'm 1 over through 5. Beauty. What a way to start. And it's in my head. Hey, just keep it going. Just keep it going. Just keep it going.
Yep.
So then 6, 7, and 8, I bogeyed. So now here I am.
4 over through 8.
4 over through 8. Hole number 9, par 3, parred it. So I got through the front 9 at +4.
Yeah, really good.
Just came out with a 40. I was like, okay, if I could just have a back 9 kind of like that, that is going to give me the good round that I need.
Yeah, because I think, what was your handicap? +7?
6 at that time.
Or 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you needed, yeah. So you're looking pretty good.
So I was happy.
I started with a double bogey, and then I went par, bogey, birdie, par, bogey, par, to also go out with a +440. So I wasn't super happy with it because of the double that I started with, but overall, I mean, all things considered, again, I haven't swung my own clubs in a week or 2 weeks coming into this. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you could tell you were kind of off.
Yeah,
there was some hesitation in your swing that kind of exacerbated a couple of shots.
Yes, for sure.
Right,
for sure. You could tell. Like, we had discussed it. We discussed it at the end. You're like, maybe it would have been wise to come down yesterday and swing around or hit the range.
Hit the range.
Like, you know what? That probably would have been well worthwhile, but I was busy making my office, so I never did that. So I'll just finish up my round here before we let you finish.
Oh, really? Okay, no, that's cool because I want to hear this.
Okay, so 10 is a par 5, 560 yards. So I somehow shoot a quadruple bogey, 9 on my card. So I go from +4 to +8 in one hole. Then I go par on a par 4. Then I bogey a par 3, par 4, another par 5. Oh, look at this. Chris is also going to now take a triple bogey. So, and then I followed that up with a double bogey, a bogey, a birdie on 17. Just why not?
just to rub it in a little bit.
And then a bogey on 18 to finish the back at a 47. So plus 11 on the back.
I haven't seen you play that poorly on a simulator in my life.
To finish at an 87 plus 15. And I was steaming.
What was your handicap?
2.
2.
So I was plus 13 on my handicap. And to just let you know, I finished 4 from the bottom out of 53 with your handicap. Like, I was right near the bottom. So it's a good thing I was in 16th, because I needed all the help I could get to hopefully stay inside the top 32. So how did your back nine go?
It was, and again, I'm watching you kind of struggle here, and I'm trying to keep my game in order, because my game is, let's just say it, my round is a little more important than yours.
Yes.
You might drop down a little bit with a poor score, but I need a good score to climb up.
Yes, you have to if you want to make the playoffs.
So make the turn, hole number 10, par 5, the one you quadded, I bogeyed.
Mm-hmm.
So fine. Hole number 11, par 4, parred. Hole number 12, par 3, Alvinator gets the birdie.
Yep, big birdie.
So
knocks you back down to 1 over on the back through 4 or through 3.
Through 3. No, I'm even through 3 now.
Oh yes, even through 3. Sorry.
So hole number 13, par 4, bogeyed it. So I'm 1 over again through 4.
Yep.
Hole number 14, par 5, par. Hole number 15, par 3, par. Hole number 16, par 4. Alvinator pulls out his second birdie of the day.
Back to even on the back.
Back to even on the back.
With 2 holes to go.
With 2 holes to go. Then we have our little blip in Alvin's round that he always seems to have when shit's going well. There's got to be one hole that just jumps up and kicks me right in the nuts.
It happens.
So this was a par 4, 410 yards, and I knew, like, when you get into the 400 yards on the sim, it's almost like a 3-shot hole for me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And
my second shot was a 3-wood that did not go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I wound up on hole number 17 with a triple.
Which is kind of hilarious, because that's the only hole I birdied on the back.
So that puts me to 3 over on the back with 1 hole to go. And I'm like, it's not terrible.
No.
I'm 7 over through 17.
Yeah, man.
My handicap is 6. This is going to be great. I think it was 6. It could have been 7. Now that I think about it, because I think.
Yeah, so, I think you played. No. Yeah, whatever. Anyways.
So we get to hole number 18. It's a par 4, 400 yards, same thing. I hit a great drive. My second shot was close to the green. My third shot was in the ring for a par.
Yep.
So I finished the back at a 39.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
Well, thanks to a triple bogey.
Thanks to a fucking triple bogey. So I finished around at 7 over.
Yeah, man.
So it's in the books now. I got a 7 over round. That is literally probably in the position I was in trying to climb spots. That was like literally the best round I could put up. If I could have dealt with that triple bogey a little, but it doesn't matter. Because that was the round I needed. I put it down, and now we just had to let the chips fall where they may, where for everybody else to finish to see how far I climbed up the ladder.
Yes.
So I was so happy. I was like, I watched your little bit of a meltdown there on the back 9, and I'm like, I kept it together, and I finished, and I was ecstatic. I'm like, I did the best I could. That was the best round I played all year, the best scoring all year.
So you had your handicap for that round was 7.
Was 7.
So you finished at even par. Okay. So you would think that would get you like top 3, top 4. It actually puts you into 11th overall.
Even that though, at even par.
Which is a great round for you, because you jumped a ton of guys that were in front of you.
I did, because I was looking at, like, creeping in at 32, possibly 31.
Yes.
Right? But where did I finish?
So you shot even par, so you finished 11th overall after that round. And I shot a plus 13. I finished 46th.
Out of 52?
Out of 49.
Out of 49.
That was not good. So then if we go back and we go to Where is this here? Let's go back. Let's go to the actual thing. Here we go. Next. All right. So AP gets in there at. You jumped all the way up to 25th.
Boom.
833 points. Jump up to 25th, and your handicap jumped to a 5. Or dropped to a 5.
Dropped to a 5.
And I dropped from 16 down to 23rd with 867 points. But I stayed in the playoffs, thankfully, because I had that was the worst round by far I had all 10 weeks. And I had built enough of a cushion that I was okay. I thought after the round, I'm like, man, that was so bad I might even fall out. Like, I don't even care if I fall out at this point.
Yeah, you weren't too happy, that's for sure. There's a little bit of bitterness on the drive home.
I did not putt well. Again, it's a simulator, right? And it's like, when I left, I had to touch for it because I had played like 3 rounds in like 3 days. Yeah. So I had to touch for it. And then you go outside and you're like, now you don't have to touch for the simulator anymore. And it's hard to get back. I fucking hate it. So yeah, but anyways, we both qualified for the playoffs.
Both qualified for the playoffs. So
2 years doing this, I qualified twice, and you qualified the second year.
Yeah, and again, it's match play going into the playoffs.
Yep, match play.
I drew the owner of Cottonwood, Mac.
Yep, Mac.
Who has
Mac had to give you
9 strokes.
Was it 9 strokes? Yeah. So you drew Mac. He had to give you 9 strokes, which I mean. So basically how it works in the match play on there is the nine hardest holes, Alvin got a stroke.
I got a stroke. And I would need all of them.
And I drew Mac's buddy Brett, Waterball as he calls himself, on here. And he had to give me 2 strokes. So I think it was hole 4 and hole 18 were the only 2 holes that I got a stroke on. And everything else was head to head.
Straight up.
Yeah.
So we made the playoffs. I'm stoked about that. We got our first range session outside. And yeah, stay tuned
to find out how we did
for the next episode. Well, it might not be the next episode because we're coming up on 100 here really quick. So that's something that's coming up that's special. We're going to have Leah on to do a AGT season preview.
Oh boy. Hey, buddy, we're like 5 weeks out.
Because let's drop that. We're registered for the AGT, signed up, and we have committed to the opening major at Copper Point.
In Invermere.
BC. May 10th and 11th.
Yeah, man.
In Invermere. Chris and me will be at the opening major for the first time.
Oh, dude,
this will be our first major at the AGT.
We're going to go up, but we're going to leave on the Thursday afternoon because I think I have to work half day and then I have half day off. So we'll go up Thursday. We'll spend the night. We'll get a round in Friday.
Yep.
Chill. Okay. And then have our AGT rounds Saturday and Sunday. And then make the long trek home.
Stableford rules.
Yes. Yeah, which, I mean, we have a little bit of experience with when they came to, because they came to Desert Bloom last year and they played it.
Yep.
And you excelled there.
I did.
Format.
I got a second place finish.
Yep, for sure.
So, again, that system...
I like the 75% Stableford because what it does is that early in the year, it really it's anybody's game. And if you have one bad hole, it doesn't really destroy you. It rewards consistency is what it does. Or like if you get an eagle or a birdie, like then you really hunt some points, right?
Right.
So it's pretty exciting. And I mean the major we committed to this year to trying to get into more so we can try and qualify for their President's Cup.
For 2026, which is again, we talk about goals, that's one of our goals is to see if we can finish in the top 32 in points so that we qualify to get picked for the President's Cup team for 2026.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll discuss more of our AGT
when we have Leon
and our adventure when we have Leon coming
in a few episodes down the road here. So
yeah,
all right, there you go. Week
MNP
10, MNP Cup playoffs.
What happens in the playoffs?
Playoffs coming up. Love it.
All right, later.
Later.